We're back previewing the season with head coach Jim Engles, and we're going to take a look at the backcourt here today. Now, it's kind of odd because I've been with this program, as have you now, for many years, and we maybe not have the number of scorers, the high volume of guys who could put the ball in the basket as we do. So, as a head coach, how do you keep all these guards in rotation?
Well, I think the way we play helps. It helps the team concept because we really do play with four guards. Tim Coleman is considered our power forward, but he's really a guard. So we have a lot of opportunities for our guys. The way we play is it's a very unselfish way. We do pass the ball a lot, and it's an equal opportunity type offense. So there's a lot of opportunities within the way we play for all these guys to get what they need to get, and that's why we had 4 double-digit scorers last year. And I thought, we took good shots. It wasn't like, Damion may have taken a lot of shots, but he took good shots. Those are shots that he should take, and he took them at the right time. So I think for all our guys, I think they realize that. So there's a competitiveness within practice because they are competing, obviously, for time. But, we do play a lot of guys, and they do get a lot of opportunities because of that. So it leads to a healthy practice environment and a healthy game environment.
Well, we do kind of start these backcourt conversations with Damion Lee for good reason. But you mentioned the unselfish play. He did set an NJIT record for assists, despite the fact he led the team in scoring. How does he, as a junior now, how does Damion take a next step? What does he have to do to elevate his game to another plateau?
That's for Damion, he's a very good player because of his competitiveness, and he has an extremely valuable skill set. So I just think for him, it's more about growing into his body now. He's gotten physically bigger over the summertime with lifting, and he did a good job of working out and playing in a variety of different things. So I think it's just remaining with his confidence, remaining to understand what he's good at, and he's improving some of the things that all our players need to improve with just different facets of the game. So I just think it's about keeping confident and understanding that he is a marked man now, and it's going to be a lot harder for him because teams will be even more focused on him. So it's going to be able to maintain his competitiveness and keep his confidence, for lack of a better word, through the adversity that he's going to deal with on the court every day.
I think that, and not to say he was overlooked, but you look at Winfield Willis, who, and maybe this is a facet of what you just said, teams gearing up for Damion Lee, but from your perspective and from your eyes watching the second half of the season, why was he able to flourish and become even more dynamite down the stretch?
He's just an extremely consistent performer in every way. He really is a very coachable kid. He understands. He's very intelligent on the court as a basketball player, and I think that's one of the strengths of our team. We have a very intelligent group of kids who are able to digest a lot of different things that I'm able to throw at them, and I think it helps us because we can do a lot of different things offensively and defensively. But he really is a very smart kid who has a tremendous work ethic. He's very confident in himself, and he is one of the guys who's been the main cogs, I think, with Damion being our leading scorer. He's the guy who, at times, like at Cleveland State, I think he had like 25, and Damion was the focal point, but he was the one who basically helped us win the game. So he's just a really smart player who really understands his role, and he's really poised for a big year because he had a great summer.
That's good to hear. And I think about Kai Howard, who we haven't even mentioned yet. Here's a guy that when he went down, I figured, NJIT, we're in trouble. Mm-hmm. And the fact that he came back was a very positive contributor in the CIT tournament. I always say he's one night away from a triple-double, the first NJIT is ever going to have if it does happen. Why is he a good rebounder? Why can he do the things he does at a point guard position?
He's just a tremendous player. I mean, he's really just an overall player. Everything he does, he has so many different strengths that allow him to have a big effect on the game. There was one point last year where I was actually texting with his father, and it would be funny if you just looked at the stats. I think he was averaging like 13 a game. He was shooting like 70% from the field. He was averaging like 7.5 rebounds. And I texted his father back, if you didn't know who Kai was, you would think he's a 7'2" center. And that's a credit to his basketball intelligence, his knowledge, his upbringing as a player. And that's why he's so important to us, because he really ties in everybody else. He's a terrific defender. He facilitates everything we do offensively because he's technically our point guard. So he keeps everybody happy with ball movement and keeping everybody involved. And he's really become a leader on the court in so many different things. So he's improved every year. He's improved as a shooter, and he's really one of the big reasons why we've gotten to this point.
Finally, you do add a new piece, a new key cog who's going to be in the rotation, in Kris Jenkins. What does Jenkins provide you offensively?
Well, Kris is a shooter. He's a high-level shooter, so he can make. He's a high-impact shooter, meaning he can make some shots in a very quick period of time, and so he's going to have to be guarded. So him allowing us to spread the court a little bit more is going to help our other players. So you know, he really fits into the way we play. He's a big physical kid, a big physical guard who can post up, he can shoot. You know, he's a physical defender. So he allows us to maybe expand some of the things we've done, and he shouldn't help Damion. He should help Win. He should help Kai because of his skill of shooting the ball. So, you know, he's really done a good job. He's gotten in very good shape. He's really been playing well in practice. You know, and I think along with Osa and Manny, who've been playing terrifically, they've had great summers. So we have a lot of different pieces there that we can sort of add in now, and it should be fun because the way we do play a lot of guys, and I think it adds to the health of the program and keeping guys positive. So it should be good.
Gosh, our backcourt conversations now, as compared to 7 years ago, have greatly changed, Jim.
Yes,
greatly
it has.
changed.
Yes, it has.
All right, that is head coach Jim Engles.